Hello listeners, this is Paul Ezekiel, Senior Rig Analyst at Westwood Global Energy in Singapore, with a roundup of some of the news ending on the 15th of July. Starting with some contract awards. Borr Drilling has reported that they have received a binding letter of award from Mubadala Petroleum for the 350-foot jackup Mist for additional work offshore Thailand. The new $25.2 million deal will begin in January 2023 and will run for 210 days to around the end of July next year. The rig is currently working in Thailand for PTTEP. That contract runs till October, meaning that the rig will have some idle time before it begins the Mubadala work. Saipem Semi's Scarabeo 9 and Scarabeo 5 will now continue operations offshore Angola with ENI into mid and early August respectively. These are extensions to the initial contracts, and there are still options attached to both deals which, if exercised, could see them occupied through mid-2023 and November 2022 respectively. The options remain under discussion. Northern Offshore is reported to have signed a new contract with ENI for jackup energy emerger. Drilling offshore Ras Al Khaimah will begin in December and will run into May 2023. It is further believed that Northern could have a follow-up contract to that signed in the near future, but that is not yet confirmed. The rig is currently working offshore the UAE for ENI through its contract with ADNOC Drilling. On to some requirements. In Vietnam, ENI has issued a combined expression of interest for a floater to cover drilling campaigns in two different countries. The first is for Vietnam starting in June 2023. The program is supposed to be one firm plus one option well, each with a duration of 60 days. Water depth in the area is between 328 to 356 feet. The follow-on drilling program is in Timor-Leste waters within the Joint Production Development Area, starting around November 2023. The operator has 3 firm P&A wells and potentially 2 exploration wells to drill in the Khitan field. Water depth in this area is about 1148 feet. The EOI closes on 26th of July. In Australia, Beach Energy is reportedly close to making a decision on the jackup tender issued late 2021. The work scope is to drill the Yola 7 infield well, which is at the Yola A platform. The extended reach well is expected to take anywhere between 90 and 130 days to drill. Commencement is said to be in Q4, subject to the availability of a suitable jackup. Water depth at the location is about 262 feet. The location is about 147 kilometers south of Kelunda, Victoria in the Bass Strait. The operator is believed to have engaged the only 2 drilling contractors with suitable units in Australia, and these are the Noble Tom Prosser and the Valaris 107, with the latter believed to be the front runner, as it has a job in the same area with GB Resources starting in Q1 next year. Rigs on the move. Heavy lift vessel GPO Grace has left Subic Bay, Philippines on 8 July and is currently transporting the Admarine 690 and Admarine 692 to the Middle East. The rigs are reportedly en route to the Arab Shipbuilding and Repair Shipyard in Bahrain, where they will be reactivated and prepared for their contracts with Saudi Aramco. The estimated arrival is at the end of July. The 2 jackups have been cold stacked since late 2017. On to some drilling activities. UK-based Harbour Energy has announced that it has completed drilling the Timpan 1 exploration well located 150 kilometers offshore Indonesia in a water depth of 4,245 feet. The well was drilled by Vantage Drilling managed ultra-deepwater drillship Capella to the total vertical depth of 13,818 feet subsea. The well encountered a 390-foot gas column. A full data acquisition program has been completed, including wireline logging, 240 feet of core recovered, and a drill stem test. While the well has encountered a material accumulation, further work will be required to establish commerciality and the full potential of this play across the license. Drilling in the Andaman 2 block began around 10th of May. On to some other news now. Diamond Offshore Midwater Semi Ocean Onyx has completed the work for Beach Energy. The rig had been working on the Otway Basin drilling program since February 2021. During this period, it drilled a total of 7 wells. The rig is anchored in Port Phillip Bay off Melbourne, having arrived earlier this week. The rig is being actively marketed. Vantage Drilling are reactivating the ultra-deepwater drillship Polaris. The rig was cold stacked in Sri Lanka and subsequently moved to Labuan, Malaysia for reactivation, contract preparation and some upgrades, including fitting the rig with the piping required for future use of a managed pressure drilling system. The rig arrived in Labuan towards the end of June. It is owned by Aquadrill Offshore and has secured a 9-month contract with ONGC, which is expected to start in early Q4 this year. It will be deployed to the east coast of India in KG-DWN-98/2 Cluster 2 area. The contract value is estimated to be 66.5 million. And finally, Shelf Drilling has announced that one of its wholly owned subsidiaries has taken delivery of the jackup Deep Driller 7, and it has been renamed Shelf Drilling Victory. The purchase price is $30 million. The unit was built in 2008 and is a Baker Marine Pacific Class 375 design. It is presently in the UAE, where it has been stacked since 2018. Thanks for listening. For more information on rig logics and how to reach us, please visit our website at www.westwoodenergy.com.